flurries and freeze warnings in effect for this morning. Temperatures are down into the 40s for us here, closer to home in the metro, but up in some of the higher elevations, we're in the 30s. So yeah, hence that freeze warning. So let's get through this afternoon. We'll keep the sunshine around. Highs are inching closer to 70 for us here in Denver. Only expected to be in the mid-50s up into Steamboat and Aspen. Where it's extremely dry lately, we have stronger winds and low humidity. We have the threat for wildfires. A fire weather watch in effect just south of the city for tomorrow. We're also focused on the threat of stronger storms. Rain chance up towards Sterling, back off to our north and east. We'll watch that closely for a few stronger storms, but also, we've got a lot going on every end of the spectrum. Snow to the Rockies, which is huge because it's going to help with the drought situation. Quite a bit of snow expected. Here we are early in the morning tomorrow, pumping in the blues, the darker blues, showing you that heavier snow, and it lasts through the entire day. And here we are bringing in the chance for thunderstorms on the other side of the state. As for snowfall, look at some of these darker purples popping up here. We're talking 5 to 8 inches of snow, isolated higher amounts up to a foot possible in some of the higher peaks of the Rockies. Clearing out the skies tomorrow will drop into the 30s for us here in the city. And then we're right back up into the mid-50s. That's it by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
43 degrees under clear skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. Here's the outlook for your week ahead.
The severe weather threat has died down for now. No more tornado watches, no more warnings. But we had numerous warnings, severe thunderstorm and tornado last night, and parts of Oklahoma up into Kansas and down into Texas. That same area of low pressure now moving toward the Midwest. And into the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes, we bring in the threat for severe weather. The second system to follow, a snowstorm up across the northern Rockies today and into tomorrow, bringing a foot or more of snow to some of the higher elevations. You'll see areas highlighted in red. That's where the severe weather threat is today. All hazards in play, including the threat for tornadoes. Now, the tornado threat isn't as great as it once was, but it still exists, so we need to pay attention to radar before you even step out the door today. By the way, the system has cooled our temperatures down a bit, back in the 60s in Minneapolis. You can tell the contrast here between the colors. The reds popping right up over top of the Ohio Valley, bringing us the warmer weather here once again. The front's not through you just yet, which is the energy the storms need to thrive off of. Pretty quiet here in New England this morning, maybe a little bit of fog up into northern Maine. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies, warming us back into the upper 60s, low to mid 70s out there down into the mid-Atlantic. Dry all the way down into the southeast, but we need a little bit of rain. We also would like to have a cold front to knock us down to where we should be. We're back into the 80s in places like Atlanta, down into New Orleans, nearing 90 degrees. We would like a cool down to get rid of some of the humidity as well. So that cold front will come on in late this week and into the upcoming weekend. For now, it's concentrated across the Mississippi Valley and into the Midwest and Great Lakes. There's that area highlighted in red. Chicago, you are included, so we'll have to watch this closely. Again, we're focused later today on the threat for strong, damaging winds. That's the primary threat, but tornadoes can't be ruled out, and a little bit of hail either. So pay attention to radar before you walk out that door. Out west, it's the snowstorm, that area of low pressure, getting its act together, bringing in quite a bit of snow. Some of the higher elevations, we could be talking nearly 20 inches when it's all said and done. Winter storm watches and winter storm warnings in effect, as well as advisories. The darker blues are the warnings. Casper, just north of Jackson, and south of Billings. Watch closely for some slick conditions.